Last time out, we sold our best left back to Bayern Munich after they activated his £2.5 million release clause, and they threw him straight into the second team. He's played 7 times, he's been sent off in his latest match with a 6.99 average rating in the third tier German football. And in fact, they're trying to avoid relegation, which is kind of ironic since he was helping us try and get to European football when he was with us. Still, he is their best player, and 16th place is not terrible. They're just goal difference away from being relegated, so good luck to him. Really, good luck to him. Still, we're in the 20th of March, 2031. We've had a youth intake, and we played a few matches since we last met, so let's go over the matches first. Since we're knocked out of the Champions League, we have played 6 times and won 5 of those matches. 1-0 against MacLeod, 2-0 against Rakov, 2-1 against PS, 1-0 against Podresk, 1-0 against Szulc, before we lost 2-1 against Legia, who this year have finally figured out how to beat us. It's very frustrating, but what can you do when they've finally figured out how to do things? But after 5 wins in the bounce, and despite losing the last game, we're actually in 5th place with a chance to get into 3rd still. So 5 wins in the bounce has done a massive favour for our point of view, and hopefully we can push on and get good things. We've had a youth intake as well, so let's go for that. In the end though, not bad intake. I'm probably going to go with the top 6 players, even if there's a player with 2-star current ability and 4-star potential. I think the top 6 are more important than anything else. The first person is Mr. Jaros. He is very inconsistent, is fickle, doesn't have the strength to do anything, and apparently is a better left back than a centre back. I disagree with this, personally. I think he's a better centre back than he is a left back, and we need him to be stronger sooner rather than later. We also got a new left back in Adamczyk, and he is better at the wing back right now. I am going to train him to play this role though, and be a wing back on attack. He's got the attributes for it. He's already an attacking fullback, so why not make use of that? He's also very consistent, which is very much a preferred option there. Here is Sebastian Gakalski. He apparently is a defensive winger, which I'm going to be honest with you, with 3 marking, 5 tackling, and 5 positioning, I don't know how that's the case. He's a winger in my mind. I will use him as an inverted winger on attack, but he does have low determination, so mentoring probably needed. I could also from the other side, but that might take away some potential, so we'll see what happens from here. We've also got a new goalkeeper who, again, inconsistent. Why my goalkeepers are always inconsistent, I don't know, but this guy loves to rush out, which is probably scary in some regards. He's a sweeper keeper on attack, though. I don't think I've ever had a goalkeeper who's considered a sweeper keeper on attack naturally, so that's fun. He's not very good with aerial reach and acceleration, but he's got some attributes I'm liking. Does need to work on a few things, but if we can get him to be as good as I think we can get him to be, this guy could be very amazing. He really could be. We also got a new fullback, a new right back in Philippe Katko, and he could be good. Really, really good. Does need to work on a few things. I will try and get his dribbling and ball control to be better, as well as his marking and positioning and all that stuff. But if we can get some things better, we could have a very good talent here. We really could be. And we got this guy, a new striker onto our wing. He's temperamental. He likes to come deep to get the ball. He likes to try long range passes. So while he could be a decent advance forward, maybe, just maybe, we play him further back. He could be a good striker, and we could definitely use him. I am going to talk about this guy though last and foremost, because Wilk is one of those players who is very confusing and has got 12 finishing. He's got 12 finishing, yeah. He's a winger, though he could be a shadow striker, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make him a box-to-box, because this guy is much better as a box-to-box than the other guy, and look at the state of his attributes. He's got the right attributes for it. Look at this. 12 passing, 14 off the ball, 12 right way. He's really good. Even some of his preferred attributes are quite good as well. It's fun. It's really fun to see that he could do that. Could be a Mazal as well. Yeah, box to box. He just feels like he could do it. And that's exciting to me. That was the last of the players I wanted to show you, because there's a few players that are never going to get any better. But yeah, Wilk's one of those players that could be quite good. So let's go forward to the end of the season and see if we actually manage to survive a title defeat, because we've won 5 in the bounce. Can we at least get European football? That's my question now. So we're back and immediately you can see what's happened. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, so since we came back and since we finished off the European take look at people, we lost 4 games in a row, meaning that we actually lost 5 games in a row for I think the very first time ever. And that wasn't fun. Wasn't ideal at all. Gornik we should be beating because they're not exactly amazing. They're only relegation zone at the time. Wisla we should be beating. Jacadlia and Lecce, not so problematic, but my word, how did we lose this game so badly? It's not even funny. At least we won the next game 4-0 against Arca, and after that we drew 1 against Pagon, and then won the last 3 games of the year, so at least we know we can win. I just don't know why we lost 5 in the bounce in the league for the first time ever. I just don't know how that's worked out. I really don't. It was a bizarre situation to be in. So, this is awkward. Those 5 defeats in a row might have absolutely destroyed out any chance we had again European football. And even if we got 5th place, we would not have actually gotten into the situation at all because Wisla Block managed to win anyway. They managed to win the cup, so slightly awkward. But Pagon won the league title at 9 points, so hooray for that. They actually got more points than any of the 2 title wins we got, so they definitely deserved the win, and they were by far and away the best team in the division. Legia Warsaw missing out on European football for the 2nd year running was also a bit of a shock. But yeah, Wisla Block actually beat Gornik on penalties. Yes, Gornik, the team that beat us in the first of those 4 defeats in a row after we lost to Legia, were in the final and lost on penalties. Thank goodness they didn't win. That's all I'm going to say. Especially since Gornik also got relegated, so that run of form absolutely destroyed our chance again European football. If we had not lost to 2 of those teams, Wisla and Gornik, those 2 teams in particular, I genuinely think we could at least got 5th. We would not have gotten the European football anyway, but we were terrible at the end of the year. We really were. At least we got 6th place, and while we couldn't win a 3rd straight title, at least we were not like completely out of it. 19 points behind Pagon though. What a fall from grace that is from us after 69 points last year. It was 69 points last year, wasn't it? I've got to check this. Yeah, 69 points last year to only get 56 this year. That is a massive fall from grace, and you could tell what's cost us. We scored 60 goals last year. This year, we scored 44. We conceded 2 more as well, but 16 less goals in games we know we can win. We just did not score in some of the games we should be winning in, and it absolutely cost us. More defeats, less wins. Weirdly enough, we actually had more. We only had 3 less wins, but those 3 wins would have been enough for us to get into the top 4, I think. And that's the frustrating part. Actually, would have been enough to get us 3rd place. So yeah, that's great. That's absolutely great. And the season review, despite the fact that we didn't win the title and we didn't get a cup or anything, the board are still happy with me because they genuinely didn't think we could do much, and that says it all. But yes, Matthias at Bayern Munich 2nd team, not great. He didn't do as well. He actually played 13 times in the end. I think they got relegated. I'll check that later, but yeah, we'd sold some players as well for other money, but we didn't have the best of times. A load of players went on loan. Maybe I sent too many players out on loan. I don't know. We also got this idiot who wants to leave us at the end of his contract, and I'm a bit frustrated with him, so I might just sell him outright, or just sack him, one of the 2. Yeah, 6th place. The board only won a mid-table finish. We got top half finish and was considered the best of the rest, apparently, so that's nice. Champions League, the fact we made it to the league stage was actually quite good, and was really useful, to say the least. We need to do better in the cup, though, because only getting to the 3rd round, not good, even if it was, I guess, the eventual league champions we lost to, but we should still be doing better than that. And the Super Cup, losing to Pagon as well, they just actually outclassed us. They beat us almost every single time. We only got 1 point against them in the end, and that says all. Biggest win, Lecce, 4-0, first game of the season. But the match, remember, was a 3-1 victory against Celtic, which secured us a place in the league phase of the Champions League. So let's get that. But yes, we actually had a goal. This was the goal of the season, and this was quite a good goal. So we're going to go with this goal of the season against Pagon in that 1-1 draw. How good was this goal? Because I genuinely can't remember how good it was. So this is the goal that gave us the lead in this game, and Krul plays the cross, and Kosek does this. Not a bad finish, actually, outside the area, and that's his first ever goal for the club. So that gave us the lead. We didn't win, obviously, but you can see where our problems lie. Kowalski goes missing a lot of the time. It's very frustrating that's the case, but hopefully in the future we can change this up and we can get a striker who knows how to score on a consistent basis. Finances, well, 1.06 million in sponsorship, 2.43 in broadcast, 303,000 in hospitality and corporate side of things, 22.53 million in competition prize money, and 494,000 in matchday commercial and retail. We also made almost $1 million in merchandise sales, and we sold 5,883 shirts. Kowalski, Chichoki, Bullock, Damien, and Supreme were the top 5 shirt sellers. How lineup was this? And you can already see the problem, right? Why we didn't do so well this year. Only Bolak got above a 7.0 rating in this team. That is not good enough. For a team that won the league 2 years in a row, that is not good enough. And so many players went missing half the time. It was very frustrating to do this. And at least we got some players that come through, young talent coming through. But we need to have a better team this year. And hopefully with how the teams would be developing in the new facilities, that will be the case. Acrylates, Bolak was the player of the season, young player of the season. Kozak got the goal of the season. Kowalski, 19 league goals this year, has broken the record for most league goals by a player in our team with 75 now. Chichoki's now got 355 league appearances at the age of 31. Yeah, Supreme got 8 assists. Kowalski got 5 player of the match awards. Bolak got a high average rating, and Chichoki, of all people, completed the most passes per 90 with 96. Again, there's a problem, doesn't it? History in the making. Yeah, we weren't that good, but I'll talk about it anyway, because we came through midway through the season, and it was a joy to watch, apparently. And we came together so powerfully in the middle of the season to set ourselves up for the rest of the campaign, which needs to be done. It really did. And now this is getting longer and longer, and yeah, it is a long list now. 8 seasons here we've been at this club, and I am looking at this, and I think, okay, this is when we won the second title, and we got our left back to do things. What I have noticed, actually, is that it doesn't say about big sales, and Kowalski being the top goal scorer now has replaced Jacob in this list, because Jacob doesn't appear this anymore, I've noticed. And when Chichoki loses the record, I think that might disappear as well, but it's interesting to see that could be the case. And we are losing some of our better players in this list, eventually. And yeah, it's just interesting, to be honest with you. That is a problem. So let's look at this in the future and see where some of these players are going to be, because the future star, investing in talent, a lot of these players will be gone, I think, at some point. And well, some of the players have already gone, actually. So we'll go back to this another time. I think 10 years from now, we will talk about this and ask where some of these players are. But yes, as a result of not doing so well in the league, we actually lost 30,000 followers. So that was a little frustrating, but not the end of the world. The supporters only want me to avoid relegation as well, which is at least attempt to avoid relegation, which tells me that they are not as ambitious as the board are, which is fascinating to me. It really is. Well, the board want us to finish table and to develop the best youth system in the country. I think we're doing that. So whether or not the board agree we have done it or not, I don't know, but it's making the most of things, isn't it? And that's better and better as we go along. So now let's look at some of the players that have left us in the past for big money. And Marius Dabrowski's out on loan right now at Ipswich Town. We've actually scouted him as well, because I wanted to see what he was doing now. And he's made 14 appearances for Ipswich on loan. He's also made 15 appearances for Manchester United. So we make some good money here from his sale, and it's good to see him doing okay. Ipswich, in the end, finished in 17th place. There is still the playoff final between Watford and West Brom to come, but Ipswich are doing okay. I generally think it's good that he's got to a mid-table team in the Championship right now. And if we look at Man United, they finished in 5th, but have also set the manager again. So Ruben Nistelrooy is their manager right now. So again, we're looking at players that have left us in the past and some where they're gone. And now we're going to look at Matthias, and he made 30 appearances for Bayern Munich's second team. Did they survive, is the question. Yes, just about. Goodness me. Okay, they almost went down. So Bayern Munich's second team only just survived by a single point, and Matthias' appearance might have saved their skins there. So good luck. Good luck for him, honestly. I really wanted to do well, because I want my 4 players to become really, really good. Let's scout it. He's already been scouted. But yeah, this guy really wanted to do well, and I hope he does better. His value's gone down to 14 to 19.5 million pounds now, which is a bit concerning because it was at 22 million at one point. So maybe that's something we need to be concerned about going forward. Who knows? Either way, we're going to go forward a bit more. I'm going to see who won the Champions League because we'll end it this year. I want to see who eventually took the crown. I might have improved my facilities to the point that we've now got state-of-the-art training facilities. So I got in the Champions League and I immediately knew, okay, we're going to improve this to be superb. Then we improved them again, and now they're state-of-the-art facilities. If I don't produce the best players right now, with the best facilities in the entire country, the only thing I'm not better than Legia Warsaw in at this point is the youth facilities. And I genuinely believe that it is to do with our reputation that we can't upgrade at any further than we have right now. So if we can get that to be superb and then state of the art, that will be done. The club will be fully done, apart from the stadium, which I hope that if they do build a new stadium at some point, it'll be named after me because I am the only club legend of the club right now. So thank you. I may not have mentioned it before. I just realized that's the case, but I brought Z Maria to be our under-19s manager this year. And for the first time, we got a Brazilian working for us. So that's nice. He gets the knowledge of Brazil, and that's perfect as far as I'm concerned. We also got Willy and the Boom as the under-19s physio, which, honestly, what a name. And he's quite good at the role. So we're now looking at European competitions, and Nice are the Europa Conference League winners after they beat Fiorentina in the final. So congratulations to them, and hopefully we can see one of our teams eventually win one of these finals. It'd be fun to see, wouldn't it? The Europa League was won by Real Sociedad. They beat Dortmund in the final, and Sociedad have never won this competition as well, so that's actually fun to see this be a thing. But who won the Champions League final? Surprisingly, and I can't believe this is actually a shock to me, but Bayern Munich were beaten in the Champions League final by Juventus. So for the first time in many, many years, over 30 years, and after 5 defeats later, Juventus have finally broken their duck and won a Champions League trophy. Despite the fact Erling Haaland got 19 goals. But yes, Juventus win the Champions League. It's great for them and great for Italian football. Hopefully, we will be able to one day be a team doing this. We never took on Juventus or Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich took our best player, and I'm happy that Bayern Munich lost. That's all the reason I have for being happy about this. Coefficients though, we're currently in 12th, but we're going to go up a position. And as things stand, we will go up to 11th, so that'll be fun. And hopefully, when we do go up eventually, it'll be perfect. I want a Champions League group stage or league phase match immediately. So if we get top 10, that'd be great. But 11th place, not bad at all. Wait, that's changed. Do we get a group stage now? Oh, that'd be fun if we do, wouldn't it? I wonder what's changed for that. I don't remember that being the case of the 11 teams getting an extra spot. So I'll have to find out next time. So interesting times ahead. Financially now, we've got 24.2 million in the bank, and we've got a transfer budget of 8.6 million, which I'm not going to be able to use. We've also got a wage budget of £258,000, which again, probably not going to use a lot of, but at least we're making money. I also just realized I've never shown you this page, but we have got the 15th biggest wage budget that we're spending in the season, and we are still finishing consistently in the top 6 every year. How bad does it make you feel to know that we don't even have a quarter of the salary that the top 2 teams are spending, and we're almost constantly amongst them or beaten every single year? Must feel a bit rubbish after a while, mustn't it? Anyway, I am going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. Where do you think we'll need to improve? Do you think we can do better next year? And should a year away from European football mean I should focus on winning the cup for the very first time? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on all of that down below. But either way, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.